According to some new research by the Harvard Business School, when you meet someone new at a party, the important thing is to approach them like it's an interview, and you are the journalist. You just need one strong opening question, and then you can follow up 2 times by asking them to clarify what they meant or expand on something they said. Think to yourself, I need to ask at least 5 questions in this conversation. Or I need to ask questions in this conversation. Listen to the answers and ask follow-up questions. It's easy to do, and, even better, requires almost no preparation. The research confirmed people like those who ask follow-up questions, not only because they enjoy talking about themselves. It also shows that their conversation partner is actively listening. They are paying attention, not looking over your shoulder at someone else. Follow-up questions are an easy and effective way to keep the conversation going and show that the asker has paid attention to what their partner has said, the researchers write. The findings counter the strategy many use when meeting someone for the first time, whether on a blind date or at a networking event. For many, the first step is to try and impress the new person, but research shows that's not the case. The tendency to focus on the self when trying to impress others is misguided, and redirecting the topic of conversation to oneself, bragging, boasting, or dominating the conversation, tend to decrease liking. It's a pretty simple concept. People like talking about themselves, and if you allow them, they'll like you more. Compared to those who do not ask many questions, people who do are better liked and learn more information from their conversation partner. This strategy does both. It's an easy-to-deploy strategy anyone can use to not only be perceived as more emotionally intelligent, but to actually be more emotionally intelligent as well. One of the studies cited by the authors focused on online dating and found that asking follow-up questions meant a greater chance of getting a second date. The researchers found that the top third of question askers got the most second dates. When researchers looked at face-to-face speed daters, where they met 20 people at a time, they found that asking one more question on each date would help someone succeed in getting a "yes, I want to see you again" on one more date. The 3-question rule has some caveats. You should make sure you're having a conversation, not an interrogation. Asking a barrage of questions without disclosing information about yourself may come across as guarded or worse, invasive. How much should I talk in a conversation? While it's important to ask questions when you meet someone new, you can't let them do all the talking. Research shows that the perfect conversation ratio is you do 43% of the talking and 57% the listening. The goal is to make your conversation partner and new friend think, wow, that person really gets me, by the time the conversation ends. The next time you find yourself in a social situation, you can feel a bit more relaxed, knowing there is a scientifically proven way to ensure that people will find you likable and a good conversationalist. Remember the 3-question rule. Open with a question, and then ask 2 follow-ups, and who knows where that might lead.